Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Najah Syahra binti Zamzuri. My metric number is H22A1165. The purpose of this video is to talk about our book review assignment. Before I start with the introduction, let me talk a bit about this book. The Fowl Twins is the first novel in Eoin Colfer the Fowl Twins series, a spin-off and continuation of the Artemis Fowl series, and second cycle of the Fowl Adventures, following Myles and Beckett Fowl, the younger twin brother of criminal mastermind Artemis Fowl. So now let's start with the introduction. The book title is The Fowl Twin and the author is Eoin Colfer. The genre of this book is fantasy and adventure. Number of pages, there were 368 pages for book and 241 pages for e-book. The publisher is Viking Press and Disney Hyperion. The publication date is 5 November 2019. The reason why we choose this book is basically because of the cover. This cover book shows about the zygotic twins that were born non-identical at the back of the storybook show the boat with people. Besides, the title is about twins that rarely seen, which make it more attractive. Then I will tell about the body. The setting of this storybook is mainly about the Fowl Twin adventure. The Fowl Twin introduced to reader about a family background that hold a criminal record in a long time without. They were basically a criminal genius run in the family. This book tells about Myles and Beckett Fowl, who are twins, but the two boys are widely different. Beckett is blunt, messy, and sulks whenever he has to wear clothes. Myles is impeccably neat, has an IQ of 170 and 3D prints a fresh suit every day, just like his older brother Artemis Fowl. A week after their 11th birthday, the twins are left in the care of house security system nanny for a single night. In that time, they befriend a troll on the run from a nefarious nobleman and an integrating nun, both of whom need the magical creature for their own gain, as well as a fairy in training who has been assigned to protect him. The boys and their new troll best friend escape and go on the run. Along the way, they get shot at, kidnapped, buried, arrested, threatened, and discover that the strongest bond in the world is not the one formed by covalent electron in adjacent atom, but the one that exists between a pair of twins. Next, we move to the main character in this book. The main character is Myles Fowl and Beckett Fowl, who are non-identical twins that were genius. There were also fairies that were the main factor that caused of the disaster. Then we have Lord Teddy Bleedendry. Lord Teddy is a 150 years old aristocrat who obsessed with discovering the secret to everlasting life. The last main character is Sister Geronima, who is a nun that is also a secret agent from secret organization. To sum up briefly, this book contains a lot of lessons that we could learn based on this book. That's all from me. Let's move to the next part.
Hi, my name is Nuraina Batrisha binti Mamat Faiza. My metric number is H22A1272. The theme of the story is fantasy and adventure series. Firstly, let us discuss the marksman. When I say Lord Teddy shoot the trolls, this is possibly misleading. Even though it is accurate, he did shoot the troll, but not with the as usual explosive variety of bullets, which would have penetrated. The troll's hide and quite possible killed the beast through sheer trauma. That was the absolutely last thing that Lord Teddy wanted, as it voided his entire plan. This particular bullet was gas-powered cellophane virus slug that was being developed by the Japanese munitions company Mishi and was not yet official on the market. Known as shrink wrappers by the development teams, the CV bullet released its virus on impact and effectively wrapped the target in a coating of cellophane that was porous enough to allow shallow breathing, but had to be known to crack a rib or two and did in the fact crack 4 ribs of troll rib and both his femurs. There's not much change in the main character personality. It just brings them to closer and become closer. For example, Beck decide to cheer him up. I highly recommend it, especially to reluctant reader in the middle grade range. Although fans of adult Artemis Fowl will enjoy it. An extremely protective child. For example, Artemis goes to great lengths to avoid either of his parents finding out about his crime, and due to his mother's poor mental health, he's very protective of her. Another one is intelligent equal isolation. For example, in the Lost Colony, he distracts his tough counterpart Minerva, a fellow kid genius with a honest file, and that he understands her drive. Cognition is simply coping mechanism for loneliness, and that's he know it because he went through